Proceed to highlighted route.
It's one way to get over here. I've just unofficially decided that I'm going to drive my car into that marker every single time, without any exception. Anyway, like I said last time, yeah, our two drug dealer friends are mad about something. He keeps saying bumbleclot, and I guess that's an escalation of things. He also calls her a pusshole, which is pretty funny.
He introduced me to her, ripped me off big time, and put the heat on me. I know they did.
All right.
I
know my fault, you know, Rasta. I know my blood
Well,
clot.
not your
Hey,
fault.
don't come in on my face.
All right. You better hope Nico can make this right for you then.
Oh, what?
Oh, we got a big fucking problem, Rasta. Nico, go do this fool's job for him.
Yeah, I got it.
Watch me, I know.
See you later.
So yeah, the vibes are fucked. And we have to make them right again by killing a bunch of people. Which is pretty much how every mission in Grand Theft Auto goes. The vibes are fucked. You gotta realign them. And sometimes, you know, you mess around and you accidentally fuck the vibes up even more. But, you know, that's okay. Oh, jeez. I'm yawning. I swear to God, I don't do these videos when I'm tired. Like, I'm not in, like, bed mode or whatever. I'm just being Miley, but I be yawning. I used to get, not in trouble, but I used to get, like, looks and reprimands from teachers in school. Oh, is this where I accidentally kiss the thing? No, that's a little bit later. I accidentally... Sometimes you don't slow down quick enough, and you knock the little, you know, marker there, and then the police get mad at you because they're like, "Oh, you just gotta pay it." Here's me expertly avoiding the cops. But yeah, I used to get, like, scolded sometimes in school for how much I would yawn. Like I'm doing right now. And because they thought that I was being, like, disrespectful, that I was just being openly, like, bored in their class. And I mean, on the one hand, yeah, I probably was bored, but I was also just not well rested as a child. I went to bed very late and had to wake up very early. I still go to bed late, but now I at least, like, when I'm in a time, like when I'm working and I have to be up early at, like, a normal time, I can do that. Like, I can get myself in that rhythm. But when I don't have anything going on, I stay up dick late and sleep in, and it's good. I like it mostly, just because I like going to bed whenever I want and waking up when I want. But I also, I wish I was more of a, like, morning person, I suppose, because early morning is cool, but I kind of like early morning better when you're gonna go to sleep and it's the early morning, rather than when you've been asleep and it's early morning, because when it's early, I don't want to do anything, like, I don't want to be loud, because not everyone's up yet, or whatever, and it's just kind of like, I'm usually pretty groggy in the morning. I don't always feel real for the first, like, hour of being awake sometimes. Especially if I've had a particularly strange and vivid dream. You ever get that, where you're walking around and everything is just kind of, like, happening around you, rather than you actively doing things because you're still kind of in sleep head? We gotta go get Elizabeta's Coca-Cola. This is a fun, mission. I've never gone back to this abandoned hospital before in the game. Like, after this mission, I should do that in this playthrough. I should go back to the abandoned hospital and fuck around in it, see if I can find anything fun in it. But anyway, my strategy with this is to pick off all the dudes, as many dudes as you can from outside. There's only a few of them. I think a couple of them that hang around near the outside will go inside once you start shooting, but don't quote me on that. But yeah, get those dudes, and then I'm just being pretty careful here. I think, honestly, this can sometimes be a pretty difficult mission. At least for me. It's really the first, like, involved and kind of difficult shootout, even though I've already had a hard time with a shootout in this run already, but that was more me sucking than the game being hard. But if you take your time, it's not too bad, and if you use your noggin, then it can be good. But this is one of those times where it's better for me to be doing post-commentary, even though I might be kind of ho-hum about it, because I'm not right in the thick of it, rather than live commentary, because I would just be, like, I would either be silently focusing on this, or I would just be, like, rambling nothing to myself and being like, ah, fuck, tits, and whatever, anytime something happens, so I can make semi-coherent thoughts this way. But yeah, I think I handled this shootout rather well. This first part where you're going in is not really the part that I sometimes run into problems with. It's usually on the way out, because spoilers, the police are going to show up to this huge fucking drug party. Drug murder party. I mean, these are like 30 dudes. Like, this was clearly a major deal. And I guess, like, Lil Jacob was supposed to be the one to collect this coke, but I guess the guys who are giving it to her are bad, or like got tipped off or something, so we're gonna go in and kill everybody. I think that's what's going on. I don't really know. I just do it for the paper. I'm trying to get my bread up because my cousin's business got burned down. I'm not really worried about what all the... I don't get involved in all the gang politics, you see. I hate that when I hit a fucking doorway and you have to expose yourself to shoot the guy. But once they fall, it's all dandy. I keep thinking that I sped it up, but it's just the weird camera swanging around when you move in a certain way. I love the sexy woman graffiti. It's epic. And the weird stickman guy there. And Suitor. Someone had to design all this graffiti. Somebody had to decide what all this shit was gonna say. And make up a bunch of random fake gang shit. Or maybe it's real gang shit. I don't know. I'm all about that real gang shit, you know. I'm sorry. But anyway, yeah, now the police are showing up. So getting out of here and not getting murdered by the police, and then getting away and losing your wanted level and not getting murdered by the police, are both big involved things, kind of. Or they can be, but... once again, if you take your time and you use your noodle, then it's not too bad. But I'm not always using my noodle. Sometimes I be stupid. And yeah, Noose is the SWAT team of this game. I just wrecked like 4 of their boys right in a row, and more to come. I guess they are marked on your minimap, but it's so zoomed out because you have a wanted level that's basically useless. But yeah, I'm just not trying my luck here. Accidentally going to a dead end, which doesn't help things. They do give you armor, so, you know, you're not just completely on your own that way. And oh my god. Yeah, and at this point, just just make a go for it. I can't remember where my car was that I took here. I think it's that gray one over there, but I'm not fucking getting all the way over there. And yeah, one of the best things you can do is try to run over these cops on your way out. I just hit the car, so that kind of ruined everything, and if you're not careful, they can shoot you through your windshield like a billion times, and you can get your health all fucked. The other problem with getting your wanted level down in this part is that you're on a little shitty island underneath the bridge. And so it's kind of hard to get away at first because you have to go up onto the bridge, you know? And they're just pushing all these cars out of the way with their cop cars. I think it's hilarious. I love when the cops and the paramedics in these games just wreck people. It's awesome. I should try a pacifist run of this game, and by that I mean I only kill the people that I absolutely have to, and I really make pains to not hit anybody with the car, not have any collateral damage with the gun, not kill any police officers that I don't have to in order to proceed. But I don't know what that would really entail, because what about in a mission like this, like, how am I to determine which police officers I don't have to kill? I mean, I probably could not kill any of them, but I would probably get my ass kicked, and it would be very hard. But if I did that, I mean, would I also count the, you know, the deaths of the people that the paramedics and the cops run over while chasing me, or while going to assist someone who I have injured? I don't think so. And yeah, I tried to go into the pan spray, but that was for naught because they saw me go in. I almost got away from them. I was outside of the sphere for a minute, then they came back up on me. Don't know why that sign is made of titanium. It might actually be made of titanium. Alright, let's have the longest carjack ever, and then get away. The cops could have blown my gosh dang head off at that. He had me right there. That dude had nice shades. But yeah, whatever. You just gotta go. I've found, like, my usual strategy with getting rid of cops in this game was always to just go straight. But that's not really a good strategy. I found to go straight, and then, you know, based on where the copies are, just try to go off into a direction that they probably won't all be going for. I don't know. This is my Grand Theft Auto 4 walkthrough with super pro tips on how to beat GTA 4 and be a GTA 4 master. But anyway, yeah, I've sped up the drive back to Little Jacob because this game just has you drive to the same, like, 3 locations a bunch of times. You don't need to see it all the way through a billion times. But anyway, now we have a series of unfortunate events.
Yo, me think me know the eater come from in a king.
Hey, Nico. Hey, Jacob.
What are you doing here? This is no place for you, Michelle.
As it happens, it is. You see, Nico, I have been working for the government. I'm afraid it's my job to watch you. And now I have to ask you for the coke.
This is a joke, right?
Please, please don't make this harder for me than it already is. Look, they're about to take down Elizabeta.
I don't fucking believe this.
Listen, I'm sorry it had to be this way, Nico. I'm really sorry. Hey, you know, you could have gone down too if you weren't so useful.
You fucking bitch.
Nico.
Hold on. You mean to say you're going to let us off just like that? Nothing now go on?
Well, my employers need the help of a guy like Nico. The office is in Algonquin. I'll call you. You know, as and when we need you. The Coke, please.
Shocking, me have to tell Elizabeth that she now get her cocaine now.
So yeah, Michelle is a fucking narc. That is why I said I hate Michelle. Well, I mean, I also hate Michelle just because she's annoying, like, just personality-wise, because she's a narc, you know? She's feigning interest in Nico. I mean, I guess she says that it's, like, hard for her and that she actually does have feelings for Nico or whatever. But I never really bought it because the only things that she's ever interested in knowing is like, oh, who are you working for? Do you like crimes and drugs? And is always like deflecting on questions about her life because she's not even named Michelle and she's the fucking cop. I don't know. And I mean, what did we do? We went on 2 dates. One of them was bowling, and I call it the fun fair. And then the other one was we went out to drink, and she didn't even fucking drink, and I just stumbled around drunk, and she got hit by a car. And then we had the world's most passionless sex on Earth. In history, I mean. The streets have spoken. So yeah, you know, here's Manny being a little fucko, taking advantage of Elizabeta's drug empire being taken down to make a TV show. But sadly, he will not.
Well, he said he was going to bust a dealer.
Nico's always out here with the jokes.
Clean this mess up. There's a doctor and broker who can help. Come on. Let's put him in my car.
As I said, Manny does not make it. He's one of those characters in GTA where you know he's not going to make it. Elizabeta, I don't think she ends up dead. But as you can tell, she's not going to be a free woman for much longer. So it's always a matter of who's going to just go to jail, who's going to die. And Manny was always going to die because it's always, not always, but it's usually the people in these games who sincerely think that they're doing something correct. You know, that they're right about something. Except for one very notable time where you are in control of which of a few people die. And then I guess that narrative decision is up to you. Oh, and here's where I kiss it, because this car is long as fuck and takes forever to stop. So yeah, can you imagine getting pulled over because you didn't pay a toll and you're just when you happen to have 2 dead bodies in your trunk? But Nico didn't even shoot them. See, I thought that I could just chill out in this little section between the outside of the police orb and where the other ones were, but that didn't fucking work, if you can imagine. And right there, I was pressing B because I thought that would look behind me. I think it's clicking in the R analog stick, the right analog stick that does that. But it goes to cinematic view, so I'm a dumbass. And it's gray o'clock, the flattest time. That's one thing with this game is that, like, you don't get all too many great looking thumbnails for this game. Oh, whoopsie. What? Did you see what that guy did? He did a little hop. What the fuck? Did a little hoppy twirly. See, I gotta pull over where there aren't a bunch of witnesses and close the door. Not that it matters. I mean, you could do it right in front of your grandmother. It won't make any difference, but whatever. Wow, Nico doesn't give a fuck about anybody. So, luckily this happened when I was already close to the doctor, so it's all good. But yeah, because everything's gray. That's one thing about this game, is that I think the graphics like look nice for the time. And I've said already that I think in a lot of spaces the character animation and the cutscenes is pretty good for 2008. But and like the design of the city isn't even bad in terms of making it feel like a lived-in area. But in terms of missions and mission variety and stuff and what you can do in the world, because there aren't that many activities that you can do, there's not that many places you can easily get to, different kinds of places at least, and also it just is gray most of the time. But I mean, that goes for New York and a bunch of like most American cities all looking the fucking same, and they're just a big hodgepodge of commercial shit and old crumbling infrastructure. We could definitely get into that. That could be something. Car culture and you know, all of that. I already have touched on it before, but doing a deeper dive into that might be fun. Either in this LP or in a video on my main channel or something, but I would want to research it a little bit more. But anyway. But yeah, that's the end of the Manny and Elizabeta saga. So now we can start focusing on some other things. Namely, first of all, Playboy X. And then some stuff that's even more consequential than that. We'll be slowly having our hands closer to the levers of power in Liberty City in a short while. So I'll see you next time for that stuff.
Where's that stuff?
Good. One less thing to bother me. The heat is closing in, Nico. This particular party is ending.